All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole elect of Israel. And as you see the title of this article, the sinister new technology on the streets of Britain. All right, and who's pushing this technology? The devil's pushing this technology. All right, the so-called white men, okay, which are the Edomites, which is the wicked the Bible speaks of, okay? This sinister technology is being pushed by that sinister man, okay? And, this is, going into his enterprise, which he's trying to fulfill, which is his new world order, okay? This is technology is talking about in this article, this new facial recognition database, which these elites, okay, these devils wish to have everybody pretty much on their hand, making themselves as God on the earth, okay? According to so-called white man in his God complex, all right, like Apostle Gabar always likes to refer to, okay, because he's striving with his maker, all right. That's why, with the devil, so white man's pushing stuff like this, gradually on you people, all right, and you people are so occupied in folly, okay, going out and doing this and that and falling to every manner of distraction and not realizing what's happening right before your eyes, okay. This devil is really hell-bent on fulfilling his new world order. All right, and that requires everybody on this planet being chipped, okay, which is the mark of the beast. All right, that RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, okay, and this technology is going into his new system, okay, where everything's going to go around and revolve around this new digital currency, this new digital database, roughly to say, okay. And how he has his, going to Big Brother, okay, how he's going to have cameras and eyes on every place he, again, trying to be like the Most High, all right? When it talks about in Baruch, when the Lord has delivered us into the hands of a lawless enemy, all right, and most hateful forsakers of the Most High, who is this talking about? It's talking about the so-called white man, okay, an unjust king, with the most wicked in all the world, all right? This is talking about the so-called white man. All he is accustomed to do evil. All right, and here it is. He has the power of the earth, okay, in his hands. And what does he do? He finds more ways to oppress the people, all right, especially so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right. He finds more and more ways to oppress you, okay, and turn you away from your maker, all right. And this with this technology, okay, with his agenda, he wishes to ultimately destroy you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and to where, again, he can ultimately get back his birthright, okay, going back to Jacob and Esau, so that they can try to force the Most High's hand and say, hey, your people are destroyed, this and that, you got to go into the accuser of thy brother, okay. But, like it says in Job, which I'll bring out about the Lord disappointing the devices of the crafty so they cannot perform their enterprise, okay. These elites are spending big bucks on this stuff, okay, this technology, okay, because they are, again, trying to fulfill their new world order, okay? And that's why Scripture say if it wasn't for the elect's sake, no flesh should be saved, all right? This man would destroy the entire planet Earth, okay? This man has done nothing good on this earth. That's why his end is destruction, okay? So let me get some of this article and read on. All right, when Metropolitan Police trialed live facial recognition technology, it commissioned an independent review of its use. The review concluded that the Met had failed to adequately consider the technology's impact on human rights, and that it was unlikely to pass the key legal test of being necessary in a democratic society. Now we learn that they plan to plow ahead regardless, okay? Because how is this going to happen? Martial law. Some things, it's going to be a trickling effect, a chain of event kind of thing that's going to really happen upon this earth, so that Esau, so white man, is justified in shutting the countries down, okay? Because going into Psalm the 3rd chapter, these elites of the nations, okay, they're all in cahoots with the so-called white man, all right? So what's going on in China, okay, ultimately, again, the Lord's the one is piloting all these things that's happening, okay? But these elites, all right, They have plans set in place, okay, so that they can put, pretty much, going into chess, all right, so that they can be in the best position as possible to be, rulers of this earth forever, okay. And then it goes into a series of events, okay, that has to play out, okay. Esau in his 2030 plan, 2045, 2050, 2080, 3000, okay, going to his judgments being far out of his sight. Okay, he really thinks he's going to be here forever, going into Psalm the 10th chapter. All right, where eventually, the human body, okay, he turns himself into a robot, okay, and he uploads his mind into the internet and all this other kind of stuff, so where he can receive immortality, okay. But this is his plan, okay, because this is all he has. This is, they say all, your eggs in one basket, okay. This is where the so-called this is his plan. Okay, and now we're the time we're heading into, it's evident what he's setting up. Okay, that's why you have the prophets, the servants of the Lord, okay, and which are his prophets out here, speaking of apostle on down, to warn you people, because you guys have no idea what's going on around you. Okay, you complain about tit for tat things here and there, but you guys can't see the big picture. Okay, that this devil, all right, is getting ready to do a number on you people. Okay, and call out y'all Basham Shah, because it's not going to end well in his favor. He's going to start losing control, okay? But nonetheless, going into, Esau is going to force the hand of the people, okay? So, it's not going to be political, okay? It's not going to be, hey, this, that, that stuff's going to be thrown out the window, because here we're in a time of war, okay? We're in a time of a lot of things, okay? We're in the time of the end, roughly to say, okay? So when stuff starts breaking loose, okay, Esau in his order out of chaos, here he is going to bring this chip, okay? He already has the technology. He already has a database. He wants to link everybody into this database. So then he's going to, put this chip out there to where it all comes together. All right. Again, forcing people's hand. You can't work. Going in Revelation 13th chapter. Okay. You cannot buy, sell. You cannot participate in society. All right. If you don't take this chip, it goes into the guillotines, again, your head taken off, or whatever servitude in a concentration camp. All right. There's going to be all type of pestilence breaking out. You can't get a vaccine unless you get this chip. Okay. You can't have ensure your kids' security unless they take the chip. Okay. So on and so forth. Going into the Patriot Act, everybody's deemed a terrorist. All hell's going to be breaking loose. Okay. Hey, we got to get tabs on people. We don't know who's the terrorist. We don't know who's who. Okay. So we got to implement this chip. Okay. Esau, he's very crafty. All right. And you people of this world, you have no idea what his going into the title's article, he's sinister. Okay. His sinister plot against the people of this world. Okay. Going into the Georgia Guidestones. All right. This man is always in the back of his mind, going into the elites of Esau, going into the elite banking families. Okay. They had this in their mind since the birth of this country. Okay. That this is what their whole agenda has been about. Okay. Going into that one world, that going into that Tower of Babel. All right. But we know what happened to the Tower of Babel. It fell. Okay. And so what's going to happen with the so-called white men. Okay. But nonetheless, we're rambling on. All right. But, it's, going into people's opinions. All right. People love their opinions. Okay. But the world is not run by opinion. Okay. And it entertains you. It makes you feel involved. All right. But, no, your opinion, it does not matter. Okay. So what more to Yahweh Shemir Shai? Okay. Because the Lord's allowing this to happen. Okay. But again, going to a certain point where, the Lord's ultimately going to, like it says in Job, when he's about to fill his belly. Okay. Pretty much he's going to get cast down. All right. Talking about the so-called white men. All right. But, just going into, man, it's like, where do you start with the people of this world? They can't get the simple things. All right. Like it says, you can't mind the earthly things. Okay. People still, they still can't get over the 9/11 thing. Okay. They still can't get over, the chemtrail thing or the fluoride in the water thing. They can't get over the earthly things. Okay. So what more spiritual things? Okay. So it's like, again, where do you start with people? That's why the point is, you're not supposed to be around these people. Okay. Because they literally have no clue. They've been blinded. Okay. And when all hell starts breaking loose, okay, you're going to see, the minds of these people manifest. Okay, they're just gonna lose it because they're unstable, don't have wisdom and knowledge. All right, going into Isaiah 33:6, and ultimately they don't fear the Lord. Okay, they don't know Him. Okay, so they're just gonna be out here stranded. Okay, because Esau's gonna come down with that great wrath because again, he's putting a lot of effort and time into this new world order thing. All right, you don't think he's gonna be upset? Anybody will be upset. All right, in the last second when you're about to finish, all right, you got 99.999%, and it says system crashed or failed. He's gonna go into them being madmen in the streets, sparing none. Okay, because he knows he knows he's done. Okay, so he's gonna try to take out as many as he can. Okay, even him being scared, he's still gonna even fight against the Lord. All right, because he's on his last stand. All right, but here, let me read this article. During that trial, a member of the public walked by and covered his face. The police forced him to show his face and fined him, 90 pounds for disorderly conduct. All right, so again, this stuff is in law now. All right, how are you getting fined for covering your face? All right, for a camera. Okay, this man got fined. All right, so already this stuff is already in the, it's already in place. Okay, so it's like, how much more longer do we have here? Because everything's already in it, and it's like it's like lights, camera, action. There's not nothing. Everything is here. Okay, just going to Habakkuk, it has to play out in its time frame. All right, but everything's in place. Okay, and it's just really it's on the Lord's time. Okay, because that's why the Lord, Scripture say that the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. All right, this stuff is already in place. Okay, it's not maybe 10 more. It's any day now. Okay, the Lord's speeding stuff up to where, before you know it, it's gonna be all hell breaking loose out here. Okay, and that's why Scripture say about what manner of man ought ye to be. Okay, what should you be talking about? What should you be concerned about? What should you be thinking about? What should you be meditating about? Okay, you're not supposed to be minding things of this world, because this world is getting ready to be destroyed, man. The Lord sees all of what's going on, okay, and He sees His people down here, and He knows what this man's thinking and his plans. All right, you 2/3, they don't know, okay, but going into the elect, well, we need a deliverer. This man is really, really, really close to fulfilling His new world order. All right, if it wasn't for Yahweh Shem Shai, we would be consumed, okay. But the Lord didn't forget about us, and He's getting ready to show, all right, that He's been running this thing the whole time. Not obviously He showed it to us, okay, through His Holy Spirit, but He's getting ready to manifest Himself in the physical. All right, and it's gonna be a hell of a time. All right, but here, this tells us something important about the sinister nature of the technology and how it will affect the nature of policing and damage their relationship with the people they are supposed to serve. They don't, and that's the thing, they don't serve you. Okay, protect and serve who? The interest of the elites. All right, continuing, facial recognition facilitates harassment and warps the idea of the presumption of innocence. So everybody's guilty. Okay, again, going to that Patriot Act, everybody's guilty. All right, what more you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans? Forgive me, Slakia. When we are all tracked, scanned, and databased, we will have become people who have not been found guilty yet. So this is unwilling. All right, this going on to your phones, and you're already in the system. Okay, just Esau is putting everything all together. Okay, putting a name and a face to pretty much what he's been collecting. All right, and ultimately it's going to be with that chip. Okay. The Metropolitan Police said every deployment would be bespoke and would target a list of individuals of special interest. All right, going into this is their justification. All right, we're just gonna target specific people, but a camera runs 24/7. It's gonna collect whoever walks past. All right, so again, Esau, he's a devil. Okay, Assistant Commissioner Nick F. said the technology would be primarily used for serious and violent offenders who are at large, as well as missing children and vulnerable people. Okay. We've heard this all before, exactly, that any new power or technology will be used for limited purposes, but it's a slippery slope, okay? But because it's always a sinister plot behind it. Okay. Again, Satan, he humbles himself. Hey, we're just gonna help, and then he ends up biting you. Okay. And that's what he's getting ready to do. Okay. And only thing that's gonna again stop him from going all the way is Yahweh Shem Yoshai. Okay. But continuing, FGrav said LFR was a fantastic crime fighting tool. The same arguments were made for every piece of anti-terror legislation, and new powers were used and abused by the police and even local officials, local counselors. Okay, so again, this man, he uses everything to oppress people more. That's why, again, scriptures say that when the wicked are in authority, people mourn. Okay, here this is supposed to be for your protection, but now you're being seen as the individual that the people or the government supposedly supposed to be fighting against. Okay, it's like, okay, yeah, fight terrorism, and then it's like it's honing on you because you're the terrorist. Okay, that's how they see you. You're a terror. You're pretty much anti against his system. Okay, he's going into his new world order. That's why going into that alliance with that chip. Okay, that's the only way you can be able to proceed in this world if you take that chip. All right, and now obviously you're not supposed to take that chip. We even read in Revelation 14 chapter, because you can get the full after the ignition of Yahweh Shai, which are these thermonuclear missiles. All right, so don't get it twisted. All right, looks like Esau going to win. Okay, going into a generic movie plot. Okay, the bad guy wins the whole damn movie, and then the good guy raises up and wins. Okay, and saves the day. Okay, and that's the Lord's elect speaking with Yahweh Shai first and foremost. Okay, but continuing, look up the names, whatever. It will be the same story with face recognition technology, which has the potential to become the most dangerous surveillance mechanism ever invented. So, man, like that, what was that movie? 1984. Okay, that George Orwellian, that's his name. George Orwellian state. Okay, where everything is under surveillance. Go again, Big Brother. You Google search these things. Okay, this thing has been, has been in the plans the whole time. Okay, but people say, oh, conspiracy, whatever, But here it is. Now, what do you have to say? Okay. What more when it's really going to be official? All right. That's why a lot of people are getting ready to be put to death. Okay. And that's just plain and simple. Like, you're just lost in the sauce. All right. But continuing, if we gave the police and security services every fantastic crime fighting tool they wanted, we'd be kissing goodbye to every last bit of freedom. Exactly. Identity cards, secret courts, the snoopers charters. Sometimes the answer has to be no. Which, what power do you people have? Okay, the dollar's getting ready to collapse. You're not in the know. You have no idea what's going on. Okay, so you're just gonna get caught with the wind. All right, being that wind of destruction. All right, and you're going into Jake, man. Jake, you see what happens to our people now. Still gunned down. What has changed? Okay, so it's just gonna get worse for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, and you want to live here, you want to stay here. Okay, you are 2/3 of our people. You tripping. Okay, because you really don't understand how much this devil really hates you. All right, but you're getting ready to see. All right, sure, we might have more security. It may make us safer in some ways. How? But the true terrorist is the so-called white man. Okay, you trying to fight against terrorism? He's a terrorist. Okay, he's the ultimate terrorist on the planet Earth. Okay, and hey, he's getting ready to be trumped up by Yahweh Shai. Okay, but nonetheless, it's like I lost my train of thought. Let me continue. But so would a GPS microchip in our brains and a CCTV camera in every room of our house. And hey, that's the so-called white man right there. He's like, hey, a chip and a camera in your house. Okay, sorry, you people already have cameras on your microwave, cameras on your refrigerator. Okay, you people of this world are blindly, falling into the devil's trap. Okay, but that chip, man. Okay, that chip is everything. All right, to this man's new world order. Okay, that's why he's getting ready to put the hammer down on it, because he doesn't have that much time left. Okay, some kind, whatever it may be. Okay, it's right now. So white man's plans is playing out how he wants, because ultimately the Lord is getting ready to set him up. Okay, ultimately he's already being set up, but pretty much the ultimate checkmate. Okay, to where the devil's gonna go down. All right, that's pretty much it on this article. Going to these nations, China. All right, China's China's catching all hell. All right, it's perfect for the implementation of that technology. All right, that chip, that the RFID microchip. Okay, which is a mark of the beast. That surveillance system China's has already been in place. Okay, disaster. That's where these things are going to get implemented, because people are frantic, and they're scared, and they're going to, like Scripture say, run to Egypt for help. Okay, but Scripture say, woe to them. All right, because they're not in your favor. All right. And I think it talked about a little bit about racial profiling. You got Esau gonna program racist robots. All right. Have an algorithm, for a more aggression towards darker darker complexion. Okay, I'm twisting my tongue up. All right, but that's going again to the Psalm the 10th chapter about the wickedness pride do persecute the poor. Okay, but and that poor, the ultimate poor, is talking about who? So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. But like it says, let them be taken in the devices which they have imagined. Okay, because this is a witness against the so-called white man. Okay, when the Lord returns, and this man is getting ready to be put out. Okay, because he had his time to rule, and but again, this is going into that grand finale of the Lord's movie. Okay, we're coming into the closing line of this thing. All right. This is another article on RT. Pretty much the same thing. EU poised to create massive transatlantic facial recognition database link with the U.S. Okay, so they're gonna, and these are like some Chinese, some Mobites. Okay, they're gonna link it with go link their databases all together. Man, this shit is all coming together, crazy. And it's already here in your work. At my job, they got a camera where you gotta use your face to clock in. Okay, now luckily on my side, okay, but you can see it's all my side of the operation, but these people got to clock in with their face. Going into biometric databases. Biometrics is involving the body. Okay, make pretty much bio metrics. So body, pretty much body measurement. Okay, so that's why you have your thumbprints, you have retina scans. Okay, so on and so forth. Okay, and ultimately, again, it's all going to come together with that chip, right? But I don't think I'll probably leave this in maybe in the description box. But showing these nations, they're spending big money on this stuff. All right, Orwellian state. I was quoting that a little bit earlier, George Orwellian. All right, this stuff is happening. Okay, all the people's fears and stuff they put off and talk about, hey, it wouldn't be possible, it wouldn't happen here, this and that. Well, guess what is happening? Okay, that's why these people are going to get ready to start rioting, all right, looting, shooting up, the mayors, and trying to come after important government officials, so on and so forth, because they're going to wake up to the fact that they've been duped. Okay, they lived their whole life a lie, and they're going to self-destruct. Okay, and that's why, again, going to that martial law, because this is why these elites been holding back the truth so long, so they can slither their way to where they got to the point where we're good, we got everything in place, let it loose. Okay, but when these people get an overload of all these things that's been happening around them, they didn't take notice of, they're gonna lose it. Okay, but let me see if I can read anything here, and then I'll just grab some precepts and close this out. But EU legislation, this is big business. Okay. Fingerprint scans, facial scans, other biometric data. Okay, this stuff is real. This stuff is happening. Okay, and this is going into measuring time diligently in itself. This should snap you in a Slim Jim. Okay, because this stuff is happening. Okay, this stuff is in articles. Okay, this is in public news. All right, so that should tell you we're really close to something. All right. Going into our salvation being in and what we believe. Okay, but let me start here and Job, because I think I quoted it earlier. So Job 5, and I'll start at verse 8. Job 5 and 8. I would seek unto the Most High, and unto the Most High would I commit my cause, which doeth great things and unsearchable. Which doeth great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number. So we got an issue, So we go on. We go to the highest. Okay, that goes into Romans the 9th chapter. Okay, this is a service of the Most High. Okay, being able to call upon His name, all right, which He's given us, right, which we've been received back. We receive His name again by the Holy Spirit. Okay, through the men which He set out to be teachers. Okay, speaking of the apostles and others on down. All right, so we got an issue, man. This devil, okay, he's doing too much. Okay, and if we don't have that much time left before we be consumed. All right, we need Yahweh Shem Shai to plead our cause. All right, and get us out of here. Okay, going into His promise. Okay, He chose Jacob. He didn't choose Esau. Okay, and look what this man is doing unto us. And look what he wishes to further do, which ultimately destroy the Lord's people. Okay, and this is going on to the Lord hears this. He sees this. This cry is going on to His ears, going into the elect sighing and crying. Okay, the Lord hears and He's pleading our cause. Okay, and this place is crumbling. Okay, Esau might be holding his confidence a little bit longer. All right, but that confidence is getting ready to be rooted out of his tabernacle. Okay, because the Lord's getting ready to disappoint him. All right, this is verse 9, which doeth great. Well, I read that, but going to the Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, because you see the great things He does. Okay, so it will be nothing for him to take out a so-called white man, which is getting ready to do. Okay, this is verse 10, who giveth rain upon the earth and sendeth waters upon the fields, to set up on high those that be low. Okay, and that's us. Okay, the Israelites. All right, we're low. Okay, going to the Sirach 10th chapter. Sirach 10th chapter about how the power of the earth or the world, however you say, is in the hands of the Lord, and in due times He will set up one that is profitable. Okay, a profitable ruler. Okay, and it's been set up the whole time for the Israelites. All right, to be going into what Ezra was crying about, the world we made for our sake, but yet we're reproached and we're under this damn devil. Okay, so the Lord's getting ready to ultimately again show His power. Okay, set up those high that be low. That's us. Okay, He did it with the so-called white man. Okay, man, ultimately because that was he had a short-term contract, which ultimately was a curse. All right, that transition, that's what we're heading into. Okay, Him being brought back to the ground and us being brought back on high, everything being back in its natural order. All right, but continuing, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. Exactly, because we need help. Okay, this devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath, and he's going to ultimately come first and foremost for who? The people that know the truth, being the Lord's elect. Okay, He's not worried about your everyday people. He knows there's going to be some kind of resistance. Okay, even amongst His own people going to other Edomites, but He's worried about people that have the truth, because He knows that the truth is what's going to destroy him. Okay, and that's what's happening to him. Okay, he's being destroyed because the truth is out. All right, because the Lord's people has woken up. All right, and calling back onto His name. Okay, so if the Lord be for us, who can be against us? All right, but there's all being played out according to the Lord's movie. All right, get it going. Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the vice of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Okay, so this is the Esau's enterprise, the New World Order. Here it is. This is right here in your face. This is happening. Okay, but the Lord's going to get ready to disappoint him. Okay, so he cannot perform this. Okay, because again, the Lord did not choose Esau. Okay, the Lord's just making a dramatic finish to where it looks like He's going to win, but He's ultimately going to lose. Okay, that's just been set up the whole time. All right, so this is Psalms, and I'll run through this and close out. This is Psalm 21. So that verse 9. Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger, because the Lord's angry. Okay, when all the things that this man has been doing upon the earth, and then ultimately He wants to destroy His people. Are you kidding me? Destroy His woman. All right. The Lord's angry. What this man did to His son. All right. The Lord's been long suffering, been holding back His peace, holding back His tongue. All right, for this day, the time of His vengeance. And all His enemies, okay, are getting to be taken out. Even 2/3 of our own people. all you people that have had a part in our destruction. Okay, because us, hey, us ourselves is really the main reason of why we're in this state. Okay, it was our mind to go astray. Okay, but us being returned, we seek him 10 times more. Okay, that's what the Lord wanted the whole time, obedience. Okay, that's why the Lord said, thou shalt, you can, well, I almost quoted like two pieces at the same time, but pretty much, going to them that have, despised, pretty much was it second edition, the 9th chapter. All right, them that despise the words of the Lord, okay, they shall be in pitful case, and dwell in torments. Okay, the day of the Lord is not a cool breeze day. Okay, it's not a Sunday morning day. Okay, it's gonna be a lot of gnashing of teeth, wailing, and evil things. Okay, because it's like, brothers been going into a necessary evil. All right, this has to happen. Okay, because everything's out of course, everything's backwards. We become so accustomed to this way of life, we deal with it, and it's not supposed to be like that. All right, but and that's why the righteous and authority people are going to rejoice. They're going to say thank you. All right, ultimately saying call Allah Yabash Mashai. But continuing, the Lord shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. How's that going to happen? By these thermonuclear missiles. Okay, going to that snare. Everything's all smooth until, hey, you got nukes that you're getting ready to shoot. Okay, and everybody's getting ready to shoot. Okay, because your plans it's not getting ready to iron out like you thought it was going to iron out. So these nations are going to get upset, mad, and they're going to shoot these missiles at you. Okay, and so-called America is going to be that lake of fire. All right, the Lord's going to make it play it out again how it's supposed to play out, and it's beautiful. Okay, and when it's unfolding right before our eyes, it's verse 10. Their fruits shalt thou destroy from the earth, and their seed from among the children of men. So going into the Lord's getting ready to cut this man off. Okay, he's going to go in servitude for a certain period of time, and then going into so white man Esau Edom, his line is going to be done away with. Okay, completely eradicated from off the earth. Okay, which is going to be a beautiful day. Okay, this is verse 11. For they intended evil against thee. They imagined a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. Okay, and that's that chip. Okay, this man's gonna chip a lot of people on this earth. Okay, he's gonna go into 2/3 of our own people. Taking the chip. These other heathen nations taking the chip. Okay, but ultimately the Lord is elect is not gonna take that chip. Okay, going to that hour of temptation. Okay, going into Revelation 9, the 3rd chapter, because thou kept the word of my patience, I also keep thee from the hour of temptation. Okay, the Lord is gonna feed us, protect us, house us, right, and ultimately deliver us. Okay, those will be of that number. Okay, getting beaten up into those chariots and escaping those missiles. Okay, when they rain down here in this world. All right, but the point is, he's not gonna be able to perform it. Okay, Esau's not gonna be able to perform it. Okay, because ultimately the counsel of the Lord is gonna stand, and then this man is gonna be destroyed. All right, and the Lord's gonna set up his people in the kingdom of heaven. All right, well, I'm gonna close out here. Psalm 33, and I'll start at verse 10. The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. Exactly. Psalm 33rd chapter, the counsel of the heathens. He brings them to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect. Exactly. These devices they plan against you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans to ultimately cut you off. It's not going to happen. All right, verse 11. The counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, standeth forever. Exactly. The thoughts of his hearts to all generations. Okay, the Lord's playing this thing out. This is his show. This is his movie. All right, but people have forgotten. All right, they say there's no God. Where is this God? The Lord hears all this stuff. You don't think that grinds his teeth? He can't wait. The people saying these slick things, right? How they treat the men of the Lord and so on and so forth. The things they've been getting away with, so to say, for a long time. All right, the Lord remembered all. They say, okay, all right. But, now's that time where that payback, okay? And we're getting ready to see all this. All right, and it's going to be a great day. It's verse 12. Blessed is a nation whose power is the Lord, okay? And that's who? You so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? And the people whom he have chosen for his own inheritance. All right, so that's us, okay? And that's what we're getting ready to see. That's why Hosea says, in the land where it said, you are not my people, it shall be said, you are my people, okay? And that's why 2/3 are going to be greatly ashamed in the kingdom, because this whole time the Lord's been for you, and look how you treated him, all right? And you did all that, and look, you're still in the kingdom of heaven, all right? But again, going back to this technology, hey, everything's in place, everything's there. Okay, the Lord just gotta hit that going into movie sections. Okay, this is the last part of the movie. Okay, we're the climax. All right, the last showdown. Okay, before after the calm. Okay, and that's why the earth said that, the scripture say in Isaiah, the earth is at rest. All right, but until then, we have to go through all this, like it says in Acts, through much tribulation shall we enter to the kingdom. Okay, this man he's gonna be really mad, disappointed. Okay, so but we don't gotta worry about that. Okay, if we're the Lord's elect, we'll be all right. Okay, and that's our faith, that's our hope that we're gonna get out of here. Okay, but nonetheless, Lord's willing to be edifying, and as always, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of a millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole of Israel. Shalom.